Hey folks, welcome back to what's coming in Tides of Torment, which releases later this summer. And I'm not doing this alone, of course, I'm joined by members of our development team. And in this What's Next episode, we're going to be very excited to talk about that next faction that we've revealed recently in the Skulls event.
No! It time, snoo snoo!
Who is that next faction and next faction leader we're bringing to the game?
The Norscans. His name is Sail the Faithless. He's a powerful spellcaster. He is all about manipulating those around him and making sure that they believe he's their friend, after which he betrays them.
Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
He will possess 2 spell lores for the players to choose from, and that's going to be a bit of an experimentation. It's going to give him a lot of versatility as one of the most powerful spellcasters in the game.
There is a special feature you will use to plan, execute, and reap the rewards from your treacheries. We explored a kind of a more rework of how diplomacy system works, but this is kind of a dangerous thing to do to a live game, and this is why we opted for a specific feature to cover the betrayal part of Sail, which is the major part of him.
Talk us through some of these very headline units that we've got.
Nightmaw is a very unique, very special-looking creature. It consists of a few of Sail's unfortunate sorcerer powers that got fused into one single entity. And in our interpretation of the Nightmaw within the game, it's going to be an ability that Sail is going to be able to cast towards his unsuspecting and unfortunate targets.
The Nightmaw is actually a very different-looking creature compared to the rest of the roster. So, of course, especially for the animation team, the challenge is multiplied by the extra limbs and mutations the character may have.
I'm guessing it's not something we can really mocap, is it?
Another addition to the Norscan roster is the Fimir Noble. The Fimir are known to walk in the shadows, to use magic to their advantage, and to surprise their unsuspecting prey, and the Noble will be no different. He's going to benefit from that as well. Other Fimir present in the game will benefit from his presence in battle, but also with other monsters and creatures in the Norscan roster. So we're also adding a Chimera, the 3-headed monster that it's a very vicious flying creature, versatile in combat, is going to be able to get in and out of battle very quickly, and its 3 heads will possess 3 different attacks that will also give it a little bit more zest.
And onto the Chimera, there is a little known biological fact that it has 4 heads because its tail is also a head. There are 2 types of updates that we're making to the Norscans. One of those is related to their racial mechanics, but we're also doing some faction-specific ones. We're changing the way the Monsters Arcanum work. We're also updating the way Chaos Gods Allegiance work, and also the dilemmas related to Confederation. We're a bit expanding them. We are changing the way Seafang works for Wulfric. Seafang is his signature ship. We have extended his presence to the campaign map. So right now we're using Seafang. We'll provide you with an easier means of transport, crossing vast distances from port to port, which will likely turn you into this ultimate raiding machine. And as for Throg,
he's going to remain on his present position, but we've adjusted him with an additional mechanic where he's going to be able to utilize his influence towards other monsters and trolls more in particular, and call their power, one might say, in order to aid him in battle and aid him in his further conquests.
Both Throg and Wulfric are getting an additional set of voice lines. Especially for Throg, it was important to convey the fact that as he is a troll that's being touched by chaos, he's also a more intelligent kind of troll.
So when it comes to Slaanesh, what are the things that we've looked to update there?
Technology trees, the proliferation of codes, their replenishment, and also their usability in terms of battle and the stats there.
You probably saw the Skulls event very recently, and you may have spotted this first look at Sail. Now we have 6.2 on the horizon. There's going to be things that we still want to do before we get to update 7.0.
In 6.2, we will be updating ancillaries in general in the game. Their effects, their trigger conditions, we'll likely be adding some new ones. We will be trying to find the balance between making those ancillaries that are perceived as, not as useful, making them more powerful, more prominent, but still retain the ones that are fan favorites, their unique status.
There's still one more legendary lord for us to reveal, which we'll be doing in the next What's Next video, which we should have for you next month. Bye, folks.